What if I told you that your life, every joy, every challenge, every heartbreak, is not random at all? That behind the apparent chaos lies a hidden architecture, a profound interplay between karma and destiny, weaving the story of your soul across lifetimes. We often hear these words tossed around casually, karma reduced to instant payback. What goes around comes around. Destiny portrayed as a fixed script, something you cannot escape. But these modern cliches conceal far deeper truths, truths that ancient mystics guarded, philosophers debated, and sages lived by. Karma and destiny are not enemies, nor are they chains that bind you. They are twin forces shaping the human journey. One is the echo of your choices, stretching beyond this lifetime. The other is the divine current carrying your soul toward its higher purpose. To understand them is to unlock the blueprint of existence itself. Think of your life as a great river. Karma is the weight of stones you carry into the current, the consequences of past actions, beliefs, and intentions. Destiny is the river's destination, the ocean of your soul's true purpose. Together, they form the dance of freedom and fate, weaving a path that is uniquely yours. But here is the secret. Karma is not punishment, and destiny is not imprisonment. Both are invitations. Karma teaches you through reflection. It shows you the patterns you've created, so you may transcend them. Destiny calls you forward, beyond limitation, toward the reason you came into this world. In this journey, every obstacle hides a lesson. Every encounter holds meaning. Every turn of fortune whispers of a greater design. To see this is to awaken from the illusion of randomness and step into the mystery of cosmic law. In this exploration, we will uncover the forgotten origins of karma and destiny, reveal how they truly work, and discover how you can transform your relationship with them. Because once you understand this hidden architecture of life, you stop asking, "Why me?" and begin to ask, "What is this teaching me? Where is this leading me?" And that question changes everything. To truly understand karma and destiny, we must return to their origins long before they were diluted into modern cliches. The word karma comes from Sanskrit, meaning simply action. In the ancient Vedic and Hindu traditions, it was never about instant punishment or reward. It was the law of cause and effect woven into the fabric of existence. Every action, every thought, every intention plants a seed, and in time, that seed bears fruit. Karma is not cosmic vengeance. It is the mirror of the universe, reflecting back what we put into it. Buddhist teachings later refined this vision. They taught that karma is not only about outer deeds, but also about the subtle intentions behind them. A thought of hatred plants one kind of seed, while a thought of compassion plants another. In this view, karma becomes the architecture of consciousness itself. What you carry in your mind is what you meet in the world. Destiny, meanwhile, has its roots in a different stream of tradition. In the Greek world, destiny was the realm of the Moirai, the three fates, weaving and cutting the thread of life. In Christian mysticism, it was tied to divine providence, the belief that every soul has a purpose known only to God. And in many esoteric traditions, destiny is seen as the soul's contract, the hidden script you agreed to before entering this lifetime. What unites these visions across cultures is the recognition that life is not random. Ancient Egyptians spoke of Maat, the cosmic order balancing truth and justice. The Stoics of Rome believed in Logos, the rational order guiding the universe. In the East and the West alike, sages saw human life as a dance between free will and a higher design. But here is where the esoteric traditions go further. They teach that karma and destiny are not separate forces, but interwoven. Karma is the echo of your past choices. Destiny is the compass of your soul. One shows you what you have created, the other pulls you toward what you are meant to become. Together, they form the great tapestry of existence. So why has this knowledge been obscured, simplified, or misunderstood? Partly because it is dangerous knowledge. If people truly understood that karma is not punishment from outside, but creation from within, they would realize their power. If people understood that destiny is not a prison, but a calling, they would rise beyond fear. Systems of control, whether religious, political, or cultural, have always preferred to paint karma as punishment and destiny as fate, binding people in fear rather than freedom. But the mystics always knew better. In hidden texts, in temple schools, in secret initiations, they whispered the deeper truth. Karma is the law of reflection. Destiny is the law of direction, and you are a co-creator with both. Imagine, for a moment, that life is not a straight line, but a great spiral. Every step you take forward is also a return, a chance to revisit patterns, choices, and lessons. This spiral is the path of karma. Karma is often misunderstood as a cosmic judge sitting on a throne, punishing or rewarding. But in truth, karma is far more mysterious and far more intimate. It is not imposed from above, it arises from within. Each thought, each word, each action is a vibration sent out into the universe, and like an echo in a canyon, it returns to its source. Picture dropping a stone into a still pond. Ripples spread outward, touching everything around them, but inevitably those ripples return to the center. That center is you. Karma is nothing more and nothing less than the return of the ripples you have created. It does not seek to punish nor to reward. It seeks only to balance. Now, how does destiny fit into this? If karma is the spiral of choices and consequences, destiny is the gravitational pull at the heart of the spiral. It is the mysterious force drawing your soul toward its highest potential. No matter how many detours you take, you may resist it, you may delay it, but like a river that always finds its way to the sea, destiny will draw you home. Think of karma as the lessons you carry in your backpack and destiny as the mountain you are climbing. Some carry heavy loads of unlearned lessons, making each step more difficult. Others, through awareness and growth, lighten their burden. But the mountain remains. Your destiny, the summit of your soul's purpose, awaits you regardless of how heavy your pack. Here lies the paradox. If destiny is inevitable, does free will even exist? The mystics would answer, yes, absolutely. You are free to choose how you walk the path, even if you cannot change where it ultimately leads. Free will is the dance between karma and destiny. You decide whether to resist, to delay, to struggle, or to flow, to learn, to awaken. This interplay reveals why some experiences feel unavoidable. A meeting with a stranger who changes your life, a sudden challenge that forces you to grow, a recurring pattern that won't disappear until you learn its lesson. These are karmic threads woven into your destiny. They are not punishments, they are doorways. But here is the hidden truth that many overlook. Karma is not only about the past, it is being woven in this very moment. Every thought you nurture, every choice you make, every intention you plant, these are seeds of future ripples. Destiny may call you toward the ocean, but the waves you ride, the storms you endure, the calm waters you experience, those are shaped by karma. And so, life is not a fixed prison but a canvas. Destiny sketches the outline. Karma fills it with colors based on the palette of your choices. Some paint with fear, others with love. Some repeat the same strokes for lifetimes, while others dare to create something new. To awaken is to realize that you are both the painter and the painting, both the seed and the fruit, both the echo and the voice that first called it forth. If karma is the spiral of lessons and destiny is the magnetic pull toward your soul's summit, then to truly understand them, we must step into the paradox. For karma and destiny are not simple equations. They are mysteries wrapped in layers of meaning. Let us begin with the greatest misconception, that karma is instant justice. How often have you heard someone say, "Don't worry, karma will get them"? This is the shallowest understanding, born of impatience. In truth, karma does not always unfold in a single lifetime. Some seeds blossom in days, others in centuries. Entire civilizations rise and fall under the weight of collective karma, patterns of greed, violence, or wisdom rippling through generations. To demand instant repayment is to misunderstand the grand patience of the universe. The mystics teach that karma is not punishment, but education. Imagine a school where every test you fail is given back to you again and again until you pass. That is karma. The same lessons repeat, not to harm you, but to awaken you. Have you noticed the same kinds of relationships, challenges, or opportunities cycling through your life? These are karmic classrooms. If you leave the room unchanged, the teacher will return. Now, let us look at destiny. Another misconception is that destiny is fixed, a rigid script you cannot alter. But in truth, destiny is a compass, not a cage. It points toward the true north of your soul's purpose. But how you walk there, through shadow or through light, is up to you. The ancients often described destiny as a contract you made before birth, a vow to experience certain lessons or fulfill certain callings. Yet how you fulfill that vow is your story to write. Here is the deeper mystery. Karma and destiny work together as two halves of the same law. Karma teaches through reflection. Destiny calls through direction. Together, they ensure that no matter how lost you become, the path continues to open before you. Even mistakes, even suffering are transformed into stepping stones. In the language of the alchemists, lead is transmuted into gold. Consider this. What if the heaviest burdens in your life are not curses but clues? A karmic debt may be the very thing pushing you toward your destiny. For example, a soul who misused power in one lifetime may feel compelled in another to become a healer, balancing the scales not through punishment but through purpose. In this way, the spiral of karma leads directly into the call of destiny. Another hidden truth is the role of collective karma. Not only individuals, but families, nations, and even humanity as a whole carry patterns that must be resolved. Wars, injustices, and revolutions are not random. They are the karmic echoes of history, guiding societies to awaken. And within this larger story, each soul still plays its destined part. You may feel insignificant, but your choices ripple through the web of the collective, shaping the future. So we are left with a profound realization. Karma and destiny are not external forces controlling us. They are mirrors and magnets, revealing both the weight we carry and the direction we are meant to walk. And within this dance lies the greatest gift of all, conscious choice. For while destiny may set the destination, you can choose the path of wisdom, the path of compassion, the path of awakening. To recognize this is to stop being a victim of life and become a participant in its unfolding mystery. It is one thing to understand karma and destiny as grand cosmic principles. It is another to bring them into your daily life. Knowledge without application is like a map never unfolded. The power of these truths lies not in theory, but in practice. So how do we work with karma? How do we align with destiny? The first step is awareness. Begin by observing your recurring patterns. Ask yourself, what lessons keep repeating in my life? What situations, relationships, or struggles seem to circle back no matter what I do? These are karmic loops. Do not see them as punishments. See them as classrooms. The moment you recognize the pattern, you step into the role of student rather than victim. The second step is responsibility. Karma shifts the moment you stop blaming others and take ownership of your choices. This does not mean blaming yourself endlessly. It means asking, what am I creating through my thoughts, words, and actions right now? With this awareness, you begin planting seeds consciously. Every act of kindness, every moment of forgiveness, every choice to rise above fear. These ripple into your future. A powerful exercise is the practice of intentional planting. Each morning, set an intention not only for what you want to do, but for how you want to be. Whisper it like a mantra. Today, I choose patience. Today, I choose compassion. Today, I choose truth. By doing so, you are programming your karma, shaping the echoes you will one day receive. Now, how do we align with destiny? Here, the key is listening. Destiny is like a quiet voice beneath the noise of everyday life. It speaks through intuition, synchronicities, and the magnetic pull of what excites or terrifies you. If karma is the weight you carry, destiny is the wind in your sails. To catch that wind, you must learn to still the waters. Practices like meditation, breathwork, or simply spending time in silence help clear the noise so the inner compass can be felt. Another method is the soul contract reflection. Ask yourself, if I chose this life before birth, why would I choose the challenges I face now? What higher lesson might they contain? This shift in perspective transforms suffering into purpose and obstacles into sacred teachers. But there is also a practical element. Destiny unfolds not in abstract thought, but in courageous action. Often the very thing you fear most is the door to your purpose. Do you feel called to create, to speak, to heal, to serve? That tug is destiny. The key is to take even the smallest step in that direction. A written word, a single conversation, a first attempt. These awaken the path. Finally, embrace the practice of forgiveness. This is the great liberator of karma. To forgive is not to excuse, but to release yourself from the weight of carrying past echoes. When you forgive, you cut cords to old karmic loops, allowing new seeds to be planted. Forgiveness clears the soil so destiny's seeds can grow. By weaving these practices, awareness, responsibility, intention, listening, courage, and forgiveness, you begin to live as a conscious co-creator. You stop wandering aimlessly in the spiral of karma and begin walking purposefully toward the summit of destiny. So what is the real meaning of karma and destiny? Karma is not a cosmic punishment, nor a quick balancing of scales. It is the reflection of your own choices, the ripples of energy you send out into the universe returning to their source. Destiny is not a prison nor a rigid script. It is the calling of your soul, the direction of the river that always finds its way to the sea. Together, they form the architecture of your life. Karma as the lessons that sculpt you, destiny as the compass that guides you. One shows you the patterns you have created, the other whispers of the greatness you are meant to fulfill. And within this dance lies the most important truth of all. You are not powerless. You are not a victim of fate. You are a co-creator, shaping your journey with every thought, every choice, every act of courage or fear. The mystics knew that to understand karma and destiny is to awaken. It is to look at every challenge and say, "This is here to teach me." It is to look at every longing of the heart and say, "This is guiding me." It is to realize that even the heaviest burdens carry seeds of light, and even the darkest detours can lead you back to your highest path. So I ask you now, what patterns in your life are calling for release? What lessons are you still circling in the spiral of karma? And most importantly, what quiet voice within you has always whispered of your destiny? Remember, you are both the student and the traveler, both the sower of seeds and the one who harvests their fruit. To awaken to karma and destiny is to step out of fear and into freedom, to realize that you have always been walking not toward punishment, but toward purpose. The choice, as always, is yours. If this message resonates with you, share it with those who may be wandering in their own spirals. And if you wish to go deeper, stay with us, for this path has only just begun.